All right, guys. So, got a new project we're gonna uh, look into for a second and just kind of show y'all the new project. I know it's always something new, but it's fun. It's fun to find vehicles, and it's fun to get them up and running and get them where we want them to be. So, okay, so it's an '86. I'm pretty sure it's '86. Yeah, it's '86 Toyota pickup. Show you the inside. 4-speed, nothing crazy. Got it on a pretty good deal from a guy at work. He's wanting rid of it, but no rust. Floorboards are solid. Um, yeah, see, I'm touching underneath right now. Floorboards are solid. That was one of the biggest things. I was like, all right, because the rust wise was just, I mean, I'm talking none. Even if anybody knows about these old Toyotas, they always rust right here. And this is, I mean, it's solid as can be, both sides. Chassis wise, looks great. Not even really um, surface rust. I mean, it's pretty insane. Got this stupid thing. Judging from underneath, I didn't see any rust in the bed. I hate these stupid bed liners. I didn't see anything poking through, and it felt pretty solid. But we'll have to take this bed liner out. I took a little glance by picking it up back here and looking, and I don't know if y'all can see, but I don't really see any. So this is literally the only rust on the whole entire everything. And these models or these year models of Toyota pickups are really known to rust out pretty bad. So I'm pretty happy with that. It does look weird. If anybody in the comments have owned one of these or seen them, I mean, I've had probably 6 or 7 '80s models. Some of them are 22R, some are 22RE, but this one is a 22R. That means carbureted. That's another way I bought it. The kicker here is supposedly it's got a bonehead gasket, but he's not 100% sure. It. I did check the oil. It's pretty milky, ain't gonna lie. It's got a lot of water in it. But I know what these things are worth, and I think we'll be just fine on it. I think we'll be able to fix it up, get it run driving. But I think right now we're gonna start with the funnest part. Get y'all a good video, whole thing around it. It's a sport model, which I don't be honest, I didn't even know that. So it's got that cool gold and it's like a golden brown pinstripe, which looks pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie. But we're gonna see how bad this thing cleans up. I have a feeling it's gonna clean up really good. I think the hood's the only spot that's gonna have some spots on it that's pretty bad. But I think other than that, I think it's gonna clean up really good. These wheels, I've never really seen these wheels. I don't know. It's just a weird truck. The bed looks huge. I don't know why, but it feels like the bed is like a long bed. But I don't think it is. It's like 6.5 foot, but it just looks longer. The whole entire body does not look like an '80s model for some reason to me. I don't know what's throwing me off. It just does not look like an '80s model, but it is. It's '86, so I don't know. But we're gonna we're gonna get into it right now and pressure wash it. Now I might set it up and do a time lapse so y'all can check it out. But we're back in a minute. All right, guys, we're done. It took a minute. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but that's only because I pressure washed the Dodge. I pressure washed the Corolla. I pressure washed the tub that was in the Toyota. But we're done now. I had to pressure wash Dodge. Looks, God, ain't she pretty? And see, it's like a graphite and blue. Anyways, it's not what we're talking about. Talking about Toyota. But I am gonna tell y'all. The reason I'm hooked to the gooseneck is because I hauled the tractor to a buddy of mine. Him and his wife bought some land. I did a bunch of bush hogging, and I was gonna video it, but yeah, I don't want to see bush hogging. I mean, just it's the same thing as you. But I ain't gonna lie. I worked my hind end off over there. It's a lot of trees, and it was just wheelman the whole time. Wheelman the whole time. But it's fun. I made a little side money to be able to dump into this unit. Anyways, so as y'all can see, as I've talked and walked around it, it looks fantastic. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Now I can see that this was it's like 2 different types of gold. One's like a much a brown gold. One's like a really bright gold. and I tried to save it the best I could. Hood was pretty roached, as I said. This was just so faded. I mean, you can tell since it's so faded that these spots just completely are gone. But it is what it is. I mean, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. The roof was a son of a gun to pressure wash. There's still some black you can see, but I mean, I'll just have to get back to it again. But the sides turned out awesome. The tailgate turned out awesome. It's pretty roached at the bottom, but it's weight reduction, and you need all you can on these things. Bed's pretty roached, more than I thought, but it's right here where the frame rails were, and I just when I got underneath it and looked, I couldn't really see that well. And not to mention, I was already blown away how good it looked on the outside because that's just you don't find it that often. So I mean, this bed's still on. If I want to sell this bed, I probably could sell this bed for about I'm gonna say $200-300 all day. I mean, I really do think I could sell it for $200-300. This is a long bed, or not a long bed. It's not a long bed. It's 6 foot. I don't even know. I've owned like 8 of these, and I feel like this bed just looks so much bigger. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's just because it's 2-wheel drive, it just looks different. But I still think I can sell it, make some money. I took it off and cleaned underneath it, and I cleaned the tub just because when I sell it, that's gonna be. I feel like that's gonna be a pretty good. It's like, hey, the bed's a little rusted, but you do have this to, use. These trucks just. I feel like they've reached their bottom when it comes to pricing. I don't think we'll ever see. I don't think we'll ever see like these things. These Toyota pickups, the 22R or RE. I don't think we'll ever see them for sub $1,000 non-running. I don't think you see parts trucks. I mean, unless they're just rough and they are missing a bunch of parts and stuff like that. But I'll be transparent with y'all. I gave $1,000 for this thing. It has two 240 on the dash. That's what it says. Yeah, 240 on the dash. 246. It's a 4-speed 2-wheel drive. It does have AC. The compressors are underneath there, and I feel like I remember seeing power steering. Yep, power steering. But yeah, there's the compressor. Maybe I'm wrong on the power steering. I thought I had power steering. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get it running. Cleaned underneath there just a little bit, nothing crazy, just to kind of get it to look better. I do like that it's the sport edition, and I've not seen too many of them. I'll be honest, this tailgate's different to me too, because I've owned an 86 or two 86, 2 or 3 86s, an 85, and an 89, and then a couple of 90s. But the latch, I don't ever remember seeing them on any of my 86 or 87 or 85s. And this is an 86 model, so I don't know if that has to do with the sport edition or something like that. And I don't know what else the sport edition comes with besides. I did notice that the suspension looks a little bit different than what my other ones. I'll show y'all later, but it looks a little bit different. Maybe I'm just forgetting because it's been a while. I am missing this trim piece, which kind of sucks. That really sucks, to be honest with you. But I believe I'm gonna just buy a new one. And while I'm at it, go ahead and buy a whole new seal to go around weather stripping. The rest of them, I'm not worrying about. It is what it is. They look rough. I don't care. But that one I am gonna fix. But yeah, the plan with this, guys, it's got a bonehead gasket supposedly. Real milky. It's just odd because he was driving it up to when he passed away, so we don't know if he just knew it was going out and just kept driving it and was like, whatever, or if we don't really know. So the plan is I'm gonna I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm trying to decide if I want to just post it up for sale the way it is and say it cranks and everything, it runs, but think it has a bonehead gasket. See what I can get out of it. If I can make a few $100, like I said, I bought it for $1,000, but if I can sell it and make, if I can sell it and make $800, $500 profit, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This is Deep Impact Garage. It's what we do. We buy, we pass it to the next person. I pressure washed, got it cleaned up, probably charged up the battery, if I do sell it like that, I always try to be super transparent because yeah, I'm making some money on it, but the next person is they're getting it. If I sell for $1,800, yeah, I made $800, and that might look bad to some people. Like, oh, you sold a vehicle don't even run. It's like, yeah, but they got it for $1,800. They can drop $500 on it and get a brand new head gasket, get the head checked, power steering, or not power steering, but water pump, timing chain, timing guide, $500, $600, and then they have all that done, and they've got $2,400 in it. And I mean that for something like this, that is I mean, if that's a steal. So that's the way I look at it. It's not really being sleazy. It's just passing it down to the next person. Like, I got a good deal on it, so I found the deal. I loaded up. I got it cleaned up. I got it ready to sell to the next person. But I appreciate y'all watching, guys, and I'll keep you updated on this. I don't really know if this will be something for the channel that'll continue, or if it's something I'm gonna sell. I don't really know. It's kind of up in the air. The interior on it's pretty good, so that was another big plus that I thought it's gonna help sell it. I don't know. I think best bet for me right now is to just tow it up, see if I can get out of it, move on, so we can move on to Old Blue and keep that project going. I'll take y'all in here to the garage, let y'all see a little update on Old Blue. I've been busy with a newborn and just a bunch of other random things I've been getting into, and I've been trying to sell some stuff on eBay and just have some fun with it. As we get about to summer, did just get this for the garage. Got a freebie from work. Cannot beat it. That's my favorite thing in the world. It's free stuff. I mean, I'm like a raccoon, man. Something free, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I got some bottles that I got yesterday. Are they worth nothing? No, but they're cool, and I wanted them. As y'all see, not much has happened with the rear end. Still sitting here. Might hop on that here shortly and go ahead and pop the brakes in so I can get this thing out of here and open up my space right here to get ready to do a couple other things. I don't know if I've ever taken y'all in here, showing y'all the garage. This is my fridge that I started to restore, and I got it where it cuts on and the compressor runs and everything. On these old fridges, the only way you can service them is if you tap in there and put a new valve. Both them valves, put a new valve on it, so now it's serviceable. Just got to add the Freon and everything, and then put it back together. I took off all the emblems because I couldn't decide if I wanted to paint it or just leave it the way it was. I think now, I got so many other projects, I think my best bet is to just put the stuff back on and sell it as is. Throw it up for, I don't know, like $200. See if somebody will buy it. If they don't, I'll just keep it and end up putting it somewhere to restore later. But I appreciate y'all watching, guys. I really do. If you don't mind, like it, share it, and subscribe. That's the most important thing. Just subscribe. More stuff coming. If y'all got anything y'all want to check out, anything y'all are like, hey, I'd like to see what's going on with that, or if you want me to do a timing chain and head gasket and everything, and show you all the process of having to do it and learning and stuff like that. Because I've never took the timing chain off one of these, but I mean, you got to figure out some way. So if y'all want me to do that, you just let me know, and we'll do it. But I appreciate it, guys.